This is your English teacher Shamla from Annamaya district. Let us know about an Indian American woman in space, Kalpana Chavla, from our 6th class English textbook. Before going to the lesson, let us have a glance on overview of the lesson.
This lesson is divided into 3 parts. The first part is before you read. The second part is a news report. And the third part is reading activity. Now, we shall see learning objectives of this lesson. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to discuss about the world of space and know more about aeronautics. Identify the main character of the lesson, Kalpana Chavla. Summarize the life of Kalpana Chavla, her dreams and her achievements. Explain the difference between aeroplane and a spaceship. Identify the difference in speech, American English and British English. Summarize a news report after reading it carefully. Now, we will enter into the first part of the lesson. An Indian American woman in space named Kalpana Chavla was born on 17th March 1962 in Haryana state. She was honored with many awards like Congressional Space Medal of Honor, NASA Distinguished Service Medal, NASA Space Flight Medal. A space shuttle is a spacecraft that is made for repeated space travel, unlike a rocket. For example, between Earth and a space station. In 1997, an Indian-American Kalpana Chavla was part of the international crew aboard the US Space Shuttle Columbia, becoming the first woman born in India to go into space. Sadly, the second mission in Columbia ended in tragedy. You have learned some knowledge about Kalpana Chavla. Let us check it. Assessment question. When did Kalpana Chavla aboard the US Space Shuttle Columbia successfully at first time? Now option A 1990, option B 1997, option C 1999, option D 1992. Come on, guess the answer. Yes, you are right. The correct answer is option B, 1997. Know about Kalpana Chavla through a news report. In an unprecedented space tragedy, US Space Shuttle Columbia, carrying India-born American astronaut Kalpana Chavla and 6 others, broke apart in flames as it streaked over Texas towards its landing strip on Saturday, 1st February 2003, killing all 7 on board.
In Columbia, Houston, we see your tire pressure messages, and we did not copy
Is it
your last.
instrumentation, Max?
Flight Max, but also Roger.
Check your understanding by answering this question. The question is, identify the main character of this lesson. And let's see the options one by one. Option A, Sarojini Naidu. Option B, Indira Gandhi. Option C, Neil Armstrong. And option D, Kalpana Chawla. Come on, children, guess the answer. Yes, you are right. The answer is option D, Kalpana Chawla. A news report. The shuttle lost contact with NASA at about 9 a.m. that is 1930 hours in Indian Standard Time as it came for landing. It was flying at an altitude of over 200,000 feet and traveling at over 20,000 km per hour when ground control lost contact with the shuttle. A news report. Columbia had lifted off on 16th January 2003 from the Kennedy Space Center, Florida. It had stayed in orbit for 16 days and 7 members crew conducted 80 experiments before it began its downward journey, which ended in tragedy. This was Columbia's 28th space flight and the shuttle was said to be good for 100 flights. Check your understanding. Here is an assessment for you. The question is, where is Kennedy Space Center located? And the options are option A, California, option B, Texas, option C, Florida, option D, Washington. Come on, children, guess the answer. Wow, good. You are right. The correct option is C. Florida is the correct answer. The Kennedy Space Center is located in Florida. Reading activity. Kalpana Chawla said that she never dreamt as a child in Karnal that she would cross the frontiers of space. It was enough that her parents allowed her to attend engineering college after she graduated from Tagore School. Now, let's solve an assessment question. Which school did Kalpana Chawla graduate from? Option A, Tagore School. Option B, Vidyalaya School. Option C, Delhi Public School. Option D, National School. Come on, children, guess the answer. Yes, you are right. Option A, Tagore School is the correct answer. After a Bachelor of Science degree in aeronautical engineering, against great opposition from her father, she went for a master's degree to the United States of America. She later earned her PhD in aerospace engineering. Check yourself. Now, answer the following question. Where did she go for her master's degree? Option A, Australia. Option B, Europe. Option C, Asia. Option D, United States of America. Come on, children. Yes. Yes, you are correct. The answer is option D, United States of America. Very good. You are correct. The answer is option D, United States of America. Reading activity. Kalpana Chavla was the first Indian American woman astronaut to blast off from the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, Florida, and participate in a successful mission in the space. Let's assess ourselves by answering a question. At which place Kalpana Chawla blast off from the launch pad? Option A, New York. Option B, Chicago. Option C, Washington. And option D, Canaveral. Marvelous. Yes, the answer is option D, Canaveral. Her family from India cheered along with the staff at the Kennedy Space Center as they watched the Columbia lift off. Besides being an astronaut, she was licensed to fly single and multi engine land airplanes, single engine seaplanes, and gliders. She was also a certified flight instructor. Check your understanding. Kalpana Chawla was born in Karnal, Haryana, but was a naturalized US citizen, married to flight instructor Jean Pierre Harrison. Question. In which year Kalpana Chawla was selected by NASA for training as an astronaut? Option A, 1954. Option B, 1963. Option C, 1994. And option D, 1942. Come on, children, guess the answer. Good, you are right. The correct answer is option C, 1994. Reading activity. When asked what it was like being a woman in her field, she replied, I really never ever thought while pursuing my studies or doing anything else that I was a woman or a person from a small city or a person from a different country. I pretty much had my dreams like anyone else and I followed them. And people who were around me fortunately, always encouraged me and said, "If that's what you want to do, carry on." Difference between American English and British English. Notice the spellings of these words in this lesson. Airplane, program. A-I-R-P-L-A-N-E, airplane. P-R-O-G-R-A-M, program. This is how these words are spelled in American English. In British English, these words spelled as A-E-R-O-P-L-A-N-E, aeroplane. P-R-O-G-R-A-M-M-E, program. Question and answers. Where was Kalpana Chawla born? Why is she called an Indian American? When and why did she go to the US? Where is Kennedy Space Center located? Where did she go for her master's degree? At which place Kalpana Chawla blasted off from the launch pad? In which year Kalpana Chawla was selected by NASA for trainings as an astronaut? See children, you will get these type of questions in your examinations. Okay then, we have completed the first part of the lesson and the remaining part of the lesson we will continue in the next video. Have a nice day.